Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to do my LTK, Dallas, Texas, what I ate, what I wore, what we did, who was there, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you like luxury shopping, if you like to know what's going on at these conferences and stuff like that, and if you are carnivore and you want to know what to eat when you're traveling, then you will love this video. So I'm going to kind of do like I did with my Santa Fe, New Mexico vlog, and I'm going to go through my pictures, and I will put that video up here if you didn't see it. And I'm going to kind of go on a timeline. That way I don't forget anything. Okay, so here we go. What I wore, my airplane outfit. I just showed it to you in my latest Zara video. I wore a Zara sweatsuit outfit that was so comfortable. Loved it. I wore it with a big oversized blazer from the Steven Meisel collection, which it's nicer. It's nicer than any other blazer I've ever gotten from Zara. It's kind of like a wool blend. It's that canvasy fabric like my Gucci and my Balmain blazers are made of. That's what it's like. So it's definitely a pricier item, but worth the money. And then I wore my new sneakers that I've shown you. I'll put a picture of everything up here. I wore the ones with like the animal print, and those are so good. I promise you, you will not regret those sneakers. If that print is a little too much, I understand, but the comfort is perfect, and they're a little bit, you know, of a higher heel for a sneaker, so they look good. They give you good posture. They look good with trousers, all of that good stuff. So that was a good outfit. And then I'm looking at the pictures. I wore this ring, which is the Lisa ring from Miranda Fry. I love it. This is one of those statement rings you can wear when you don't really feel like wearing a bunch of jewelry. You know what I mean? Like the castle ring and a lot of those great big rings. I'm not gonna wear those just to go get lunch or whatever, but this one I can just put on every day. So I loved that. So I get to Dallas, my flight leaves at 4:30 in the morning, smooth flight. So I get there, I just take a cab to the hotel, and we were at, gosh, what hotel was it? I'll put the name right here. Can't remember right now. So the first thing I did is I tried to check in, but it was too early. So I gave them my luggage and I went to the restaurant, kind of checked it out. I took some pictures. Then I sat by myself and had a burger with bacon. I can't remember what they called it. They had a special name for it. And that was okay. You know, I was hungry, so it was good. But I think that's the only burger with bacon I had that day. Then I went and, oh, this is what I did. I had some time because they said they weren't gonna let me into my hotel room until 3. Marnie, Miss Gold Girl, was already there, but she was having an event at Avara, like a meet and greet type event. So right when I got there, this guy came up to me from the hotel and he said if I needed to go anywhere. He had a driving service and he also drove for the hotel. So I went to the front and asked them, could they just take me right down the street to Neiman Marcus, the one that I went to last year. And you guys, I could not believe the same girl worked there. Like almost all the same people worked there. And I felt bad because when I walked in Neiman Marcus, usually someone will just grab you. And it's kind of cool because it's kind of dead in there and slower. And the person that gets you when you come in, they shop with you everywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. They just go with you. So it's kind of like you just form a little bond with them. And so I had a lady helping me, and I didn't realize that the girl that helped me last year, she's a young girl, probably like 24, 25. She was still there. So I felt bad that I had not asked for her, but I just didn't in a million years think the same young girl would be there. So I go in, I wanted a gold bag. That's what I was looking for. They didn't have any in the regular section, so we ended up going into the Chanel boutique that is in the store. They not only have like a Chanel bag section, but then upstairs they have another Chanel ready to wear. And that is where I got my Chanel tweed jacket last year. And I will put that video up here if you missed it. They had a Chanel 19 in the nude color that I love. And I think the Chanel 19 bag is one of the most user-friendly, worth your money, get your money's worth out of bag I think I have ever had from any designer. It is just such a good bag. So I really thought about getting that bag, but the price has gone up substantially. I don't know, it just didn't shake me up as much, and I'm using a little bit of a smaller bag these days. So she goes in the back and she brings out this Chanel 19. It's kind of like a wok, which is a wallet on a chain, and a mini bag all together. And it's black with the gold and silver hardware, but gold on the front. I just loved it. And the price wasn't quite as much. So I ended up getting that bag, and then I'll tell you what happened in a few more minutes. And another thing I was kind of looking for was I had been using this little Laysac pouch in my bags. So I thought I might want something kind of fancy to use for that. And it's in my bag. Let me go get it. Okay, so it's this little Chanel pouch, just very, very classic. To me, just timeless, everything. And all I have in this pouch anyway is my lipstick. Oh, it looks like I've got some earrings in here, and my lip liner, and then Tylenol or Advil in case I were to need it. And that is what I have in here. So this is something that I purchased that wasn't crazy expensive to be Chanel, and I love it. Let's see, what else did I get from there? I think I got just a plain everyday frame t-shirt because I did go upstairs and look around, and I think that's all I got. Now in my mind, that was probably going to be the only time I went shopping. I didn't really foresee myself like really going anywhere. Usually when I do something like that, I'm off on my own, and I thought that was probably going to be it. So I went back to the hotel and checked in my room, and I will put the video of that here. It was a nice room. It was a good size, nice bathroom. And then I heard from Marnie. She and her husband, Michael, were there, and they were right down the hall. Literally, I think they might have been like kind of next door, at the most one room between us. So they stopped by my room, and I told her, you know, I just went to Neiman Marcus. I got a bag. When I bought the Chanel bag, she said, let me go get you a new one out of the back. She went back there and brought it out, and I said, oh gosh, as much as I love like the packaging and the flower and all of that stuff, I said, you know, I'm already going to be running tight with luggage and everything. I said, just, you know, give me the bag. So I unwrapped it for Marnie, and the first thing I see is she gave me the wrong one. It was the same bag, but it had the silver hardware on the front, and it was so weird. It was like at that moment I was done. It was just the weirdest thing. It was like at that moment I didn't want it. And it's a weird thing because if it had been the bag I chose, I think I would have used it probably that night and I would have loved it. But it was like an immediate thing. I didn't want it. And I was slightly freaked out because, you know, how it is, that was a lot of money, and I wanted to exchange it. But Marnie and I ended up, we wanted to do a video together, and I will put that video up here of just pointers and things that we've learned over the years doing YouTube. I thought, well, I'm not going to go back there now. I'll go back. Matter of fact, I think Marnie said the next day she had a luncheon there and I could go with her, that she wanted to go anyway. So I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll return it tomorrow. So I changed clothes, and this is something that I do too. I learned this from watching the big fashion girls like Tamara Kalinick, In the Fro, Karen Britchick, all of those girls that go to Fashion Week. When they get there, they will go ahead and set up their room. And I've always been bad about keeping things kind of packed up, but really it's so much better if you'll go ahead and just set up your room and you can see all of your stuff. It makes you get ready quicker, and it just makes you feel better when you're there. So that's what I did. I set up my whole room. I unpacked my suitcase and put all my jewelry, my belt, my sunglasses out, and my purses. And you'll see the bags I took were my new Gucci horsebit bag. I took the Elia heart bag, the new Coach bag. I took my YSL toy baby, whatever it is, Lulu. I always end up taking that bag, it seems like, on every trip. Such a good bag. And then that gorgeous Miu Miu bag. I may end up getting that Miu Miu bag in the nude. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful bag. It's breathtaking. It's one of those bags when you get it, you're just like, even the packaging is so cool. And then I put out all my shoes that I was going to wear and, you know, hung everything up. And I was running out of hangers, so I had to hang up a lot of stuff in my bathroom. But I mean, who doesn't want to be surrounded by fashion? So I ended up putting on the Marissa Webb jeans, a new Gucci belt, the one I showed you with the print, and all of the things that I had purchased before I went. I will link that video up here. I think it was my last Friday haul video. I ended up putting on my Marissa Webb jeans. I put on my Gucci t-shirt that I had ordered, and my Gucci belt that I had ordered, and my Miu Miu red bag, which I love, and my Jeffrey Campbell little heels. And then I went to Marnie's room, and her husband Michael was so sweet. He had brought all the equipment. Like, instead of just, you know, doing it on our phone or anything, he had brought the tripod, the microphones. Very, very thoughtful. Just really nice. And then after that, this was one of my favorite times. Her husband ordered us Whataburger, and I, you know, never get to have that, but I'd had it one time in the airport last year when I left LTK, and so I knew I loved it. So I got it just like I always do, and gosh, I must have not taken a picture of that, but we went down to the lobby and ate. The lobby of that hotel is just like really grand. It's just gorgeous. And on the sides of the lobby are little seating areas. So it's not like we were eating, you know, out in front of everyone, but when they would walk by, everyone loves Whataburger. And we got to see those few people that were coming and checking in early. So that was really cool. We had a good night. So I misspoke earlier. I told you that the next day we were going back to Neiman Marcus. Well, it wasn't the next day. It was actually Monday that Marnie had the Avara event at Neiman Marcus. So the next day, Marnie wanted to maybe go shopping at those really nice shopping places. Let me see what it's called. I told you about it before. Let me get to it here. Highland Park Shopping Village. And she was explaining that it was actually one of the first strip malls ever. And it's really high end. And I mean, all of this stuff. I thought, okay, well, I'll go with them tomorrow. And her husband, Michael, took us. What a saint. And we did some shopping there. So for that day, I wore the same jeans, the Marissa Webb jeans. I wore just a black tank top, and I wore my Nike, I think they're called Air Force One tennis shoes, because I wanted to be very comfortable, and it was hot outside. I had remembered the day before it was hot. First place we went was the Ralph Lauren. So I'm just gonna show you everything I bought as we go. And I will say, before we went, let me see if I can find a picture of it. I did go down into the restaurant. It's called 9 at National. And I did get eggs and bacon. I just ate that on my own before Marnie was even ready to go. That way, I know I'm not going to get in a place where I'm starving. I'm not going to have to worry about, is the place we're going to, do they have burgers or this or that? So if you're on a special diet like I am, or carnivore or keto, just prepare. That's the key to everything, isn't it? But prepare. So I had already done that. And then, like I said, we went in Ralph Lauren first, and it was such a beautiful store. Oh my gosh, the artwork in that store was amazing. And then remember, right before we went, I was telling you I was looking for real leather blazers. Guess what I found? This is a polo leather blazer, and what I love about it is the 70s type color of it, which I did just get a faux leather blazer from BCBG from Walmart that I think is an amazing dark brown faux leather. It's upstairs. I'm keeping that too because it's so different. But this is more of your 70s good old blazers. Now I've got my microphone out here. It will not attach to my shirt, so I'm hoping we can just use it. I've got it on my paper towel holder. But I wanted to try these things on for you pretty quickly here. Okay, so here it goes. And I did go up to an 8, so you can see that even the 8 is not too big, but it's just a little bit. I just didn't want it fitted. It's just pretty fabulous. I love it. And I feel like this is such a lifetime piece. I mean, I will have this forever. And I love shopping and buying things on trips and with people. It's kind of like a moment. Okay, so then he offered to hold that for me so that we could go shop. Well, I was looking so forward to going into Hermes, only because I'm never in a million years expected to be able to buy a handbag or anything, but I just wanted to go in there because that's just a place I think I've only been in one when I went to Miami. We were there on Sunday, Hermes was closed, and so was Chanel. So now the next place we go is Dior. And you know what bag Marnie had been wanting for, I think she has been talking about this bag since long as I can remember, like at least for a year now. She has wanted a Lady Dior bag. So we went there, looked at the Lady Dior bag, and I looked at the different shoes and everything, and I've always wanted a Dior t-shirt. The one that Carrie wears in Sex and the City. I don't know if you guys remember that with the 8 on it. That's what I'll do, is a lot of times I'll see something I want and maybe I can't afford it at the time. Maybe I don't want to order it. I want to buy it in person, or I don't know what size to get. And I will keep that up here for the next time that I go shopping or whenever I can afford it. So I have always wanted that t-shirt. Well, that day, Marnie ended up buying her dream bag, and then we ended up going to Bird Bakery. Oh my gosh, this place was so beautiful. It reminded me of like a little place that would be in New York. So for lunch, what I got, and it was delicious. One of my best meals there. I just got the turkey and Havarti cheese. So instead of getting a sandwich, I just got a plate of the turkey and cheese. I cut it up with a knife and fork, and I had a beautiful lunch right there with Marnie. It was really good and really refreshing. And we might have gone in some other stores, but the next place I have here is the Frame store. Well, I didn't know even Frame online was having 25% off. So we get in the store and they tell us not only is everything in the store 25% off, but they're doing free monogramming of anything you buy. They had the girl set up at the front and she was doing monogramming. So you know that just got away with me. I'm a Southern girl and we would love to monogram everything. So I ended up getting, let me show you, I ended up getting this top that I have on. It's made kind of like a t-shirt, but it's this see-through kind of sheer lacy type tee with a piece of my hair, of course. Then I ended up getting these jeans. You guys, I haven't even put shoes on yet today, but these jeans, I saw the girl that was doing the monogramming was wearing these, and she had them cuffed way up like this. She had them cuffed up even more, and I loved them. So I ended up buying these jeans, and I think I even had to size up, so they're just a little bit big, but I wanted them. So I ended up getting these, and then they monogrammed, can you see? The Lisa D1 right here on the back of it. So I will, of course, have these jeans forever. So we ended up running into So Susie, Stylish Sandy, and their friend Jen that I just met. And she has an Instagram fashion channel. I will put everybody I mentioned, I will put down below, but you will love her. She is so much fun, a really fun vibe. All three girls are. I think it's called Closet. I can't remember right now. I'll put it on the screen. I met so many new people, but she is really, really sweet. You guys are going to love her. So when I ended up getting this top, I saw this one, and I just loved the color. I'm not typically a green lover. John's dad's favorite color was green. Brooke and my mom love green, but I've never been drawn to it, except I do like this dark mossy green. There is a blazer out there right now by Girlfriend that I want that's green. So I ended up getting this with the black one. And then I also got these jeans, which are the Frame Les Slim Palazzo jeans. And they're just like my typical long, flowy, high-rise, wide leg jeans. And then on these, I had the monogram done in the front for Lisa D1. I don't know if I would have thought to do that, but Sandy, Stylish Sandy, was getting a pair of jeans when we were there, and she was having Stylish Sandy put on hers. So that's what I did, and I felt like it kind of went with getting them at that moment at a style conference and stuff. So love these. I have had everything sitting here waiting to show you, so I haven't worn them yet. And then something else that I got is, remember, I was talking about wanting a real leather black blazer. I had already ordered the All Saints, sent it back. I had ordered the Rag & Bone, sent it back. And when I saw this, I knew it was meant for me, and it was 25% off. So this is the, I'm not sure it's going to have the name of it on here. I did get the small, but it's an oversized leather blazer. So let's try this on. I hope that you guys have been hearing me because I had laid this down funny on the table, but oh, I love it. I love it, you guys. Okay, if you have any inkling at all that you may want a lifetime black leather blazer, this is it. It's got a little bit of shoulder padding. It's got that really cool seam. The leather feels scrumptious. I mean, so different than the other two that I got. It's definitely better feeling than most faux leathers. And I just feel like there is no better lifetime piece than this. I just absolutely love it. Right, Chanel? Do you want a little leather blazer? You do? Okay, one little step that I think I missed is before we went to eat lunch, we had gone into Fendi. That is when I saw those bags that I had been seeing everywhere with the Fendi on the bottom. I didn't want like a really, really small one. I didn't want a really, really big one. I wanted one just right. So I ended up seeing a bag, but I already knew I had just gotten that Chanel bag. I asked Marnie, I said, which bag do you think I would use more and you think I should get? This one or the Chanel bag I got? She said, I think that one looks much more like you. But I told him, I said, let me think about it. So we did think about it over lunch, and I ended up going back and getting this bag from Fendi. You guys, this is one of the best bags ever. I think I have gotten better at shopping. I think I've gotten better at buying things that are on trend, but are very, very user-friendly and something you can use for a long time. Now, it does not come with this strap. It comes with more of a just plain thin strap, which I like. It actually reminds me a lot of my Stella McCartney bag. You could not get any more user-friendly and just zip. And then I really loved this handle. It's got the Fendi print, but it's tone-on-tone black. It's everything. It is just such a good bag. If you have been thinking about it, this is a size small. I am tempted to get another color one day. Oh, and they have it in the actual Fendi print. You know how I love my Fendi baguette because I love that Fendi print? Then they had that one too. But Marnie helped me pick out the black one. I have used this. You've seen it. I have loved it. So such a good purchase. So that night after we got through shopping, then Christina from Makeup Mommies and Moscato had gotten there a little bit early. Kelly couldn't make it in because she was at her daughter's college parent weekend. So Christina came in early. So Marnie and I went to her room and I wore these jeans that I have on now from Frame. I wore the green top. I wore my new polo leather blazer and my gold Inez shoes and my Gucci bag. Okay, this is kind of a crazy outfit for me, I do have to say, but I think it worked because it was that 70s vibe that I love. That Good Times. Oh, I love it. We used to watch all those shows when I was little. I mean, I just can't say enough good about that Gucci bag. I would say this Fendi is a little bit more user-friendly. I love that belt. So we ended up hanging out that night. Now I've got pictures. I still took my caboodle. You guys, I can't quit my caboodle. All those makeup bags I have gotten, I always go back to my caboodle. And I think it's just because I like, see how I open it up and I take all my stuff. I even bring my makeup cloths from home, and what I do is I pack those on top of my makeup, so everything's in there really tight. I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop using it. Monday morning, we're going back to Neiman Marcus. I know I'm going to return that bag. The sales associate had already texted me and everything, and I told her. And so here I'm wearing those pants that I showed you from Zara with the Zara sweater and my Inez shoes. Inez shoes, best investment ever, so comfortable. And I'm wearing my little Lulu puffer bag. I ate breakfast that morning, bacon and eggs, so that I would be set. And then let's see. Okay, later on that night, Kelly had come in. So the next day, Kelly is with us. And we all go down to Neiman Marcus. Here's a picture of Marnie and all of us shopping. And Marnie ends up going to her lunch. I return my bag. And I think I ended up getting this. So this is a denim blazer, but it's the Cinquecept. And it has the gathered sleeves. So let me try this on for you. Love it. Totally different vibe. You can see with the sleeves ruched, it gives a totally different look. And it's not a boyfriend blazer. It's one of those that kind of cinches in. And I just love the color of the denim. And it's kind of like a rigid denim. I think this is going to look amazing with black dress pants. Like, this is the kind of blazer you can wear with the wide leg pants, and it's going to look so good. And I was thinking when I got it that I was going to end up wearing it while I was there, but we just weren't there long enough to wear everything. Love the stitching, all of that. Okay, so then Monday, that is when the event really started, but it didn't start until I think 1 or 2 was check-in. So when we got back to the hotel, I changed into, you guys, this Walmart dress. It's a Walmart scoop slip dress. One of my favorite outfits that I wore there. I actually like this better than the dress I wore at the end. It is just the best dress. I wore my new gold Gucci belt with it, and I wanted to wear these that I had purchased, but they didn't come in. Remember, I showed you these yesterday. So in my Inez shoes, I did have some gold Inez there, but they're not as comfortable. So I ended up just sucking it up and wearing these Inez platform black shoes because you can stand and walk in these all day. And I have learned that it's better to be comfortable. And I was using my new black Fendi bag, so that went with the shoes. Oh, definitely one of my favorite outfits. Loved it. So that day, we end up picking up our bags that have all of our information in it. Here's a picture of just the hotel, what it looked like, all the girls coming in, all the LTK reps, you know, people we work with all the time but never see. And we get all kinds of little gifty things. We got a hat with our name already stitched on it. And then someone that was there that you guys might know or like is Gretchen off of the Real Housewives of OC or whatever. She was there with Slade. And then came in SJ, Chic on the Cheap, and Madison Payne. They got there that day, so we got to see them. Madison had actually gotten there the night before, maybe Sunday night. We did eat at a restaurant that night, and I had a burger with bacon and cheese. And then here's Kelly in her beautiful pink dress. There's SJ. Now we go to the brand hall. This is where brands that have paid to be there and want to meet us and possibly work with us set up booths. I was joking, it's kind of like an adult trick-or-treat. We go around and they usually have some type of little gift for us, and we give them our business card, our kind of like our branding sheet that has all our statistics and stuff on it, and we meet different brands. I did Tarte, Lily lashes. That's how I ended up getting those lashes that I love so much. So then that night was the Western night, and I ended up wearing the Gap dress that I showed you in my latest Gap haul. I wore my Schutz boots, which are like my favorite boots ever. I have them in, I think, 4 colors. So comfortable. My Lulu bag, and that was a good night. They said they had a surprise, and it was actually the band that plays on Yellowstone. It was their band, and the party was put on by Lucchese. So there was all kinds of cool Lucchese boots. There was actually a Lucchese shop in the hotel. So that was cool. And we went to the same restaurant. It's called Catbird. It's on the roof. And it was the same one that we went to last year when we went to Lisa J's BK Beauty Party. So I had been there before, and the artwork is amazing. I took a picture in the bathroom because I remembered how cool that bathroom was. And then they actually had food I could have eaten. They were doing like kebabs. I was not really hungry. I had eaten breakfast that day, and I knew we were going to go to dinner. So I don't really like to eat at a party like that. I mean, you get chicken in your teeth and all of that kind of stuff, so I didn't. But lots of cool people were there. Oh, okay, and this is something too. When I went back to get the Fendi bag, I saw these sunglasses, and I knew we were going to an outside party, so I did buy these sunglasses to wear that night. I love clear sunglasses. Love them. Here is the soft case for those. Style at a certain age, Beth DeJolly and Deborah and Kay. I will put all of their channels down below. They were there, so it was good to catch up with them. So nice. There's Kelly and Marnie, Amanda, Lux Mommy, Lisa J, there's Stylish Sandy, all of these people. This party was a lot of fun. I love going to outside parties, and there's Christina. After this, Marnie and Mommy's in Makeup and Moscato, all four of us, her husband took us to an Italian restaurant. And so I got a steak when we went there. It was very good. It was not a filet or a ribeye. I can't remember. Seems like it was a sirloin. Campus Famous Pizza. And I did get a little pepperoni pizza too, to share and eat the top off of it. I think I ate a couple of little pieces. And so here's us getting back to the hotel. It was windy and breezy outside. Okay, now October 3rd, which was Tuesday? This is the day that we had like a big meeting and a big kind of conference. So I wore my Zara blazer, my Zara blazer set, and I just wore my Inez shoes because I didn't want to just wear sneakers to that because, I don't know, I just wanted to dress up a little bit more. And I think I just had on a tank top underneath that, and I had my Fendi bag. So in the mornings, they have like a little grab and go breakfast, but I had already gone down and gotten my traditional breakfast. And then I always get everywhere early. So I was down there waiting for everyone else, and there's Madison. Here's us walking into the big arena. I think interior designerella, she's somebody that's popular that was a speaker there. Somebody that has a big podcast. I will put her right here too. She was a speaker. And so we all sat together, and then there was a break. And I had seen Lux Mommy and Lisa J earlier when we were waiting for this to start, and they were talking about wanting to go shopping. For lunch, what they usually do is they have these great big round tables, and we go sit for lunch. Well, this time they had assigned us tables so that we would meet new people. So I was thinking, do I want to go to that and have to sit there, not eat? And I would inevitably have to explain that I was carnivore. And you guys, you just don't know the amount of questions and stuff that comes with that. And if I'm already around a bunch of people that don't know me, I was like, I just don't know if I want to do that. Plus, I need to eat my own lunch. Actually, I didn't even eat lunch that day because I'd already eaten breakfast. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. So it was Lisa J, Amanda, Lux Mommy, and I. We went back to Highland Park. We went in Hermes. I did put on my sneakers, my Nike sneakers, because I wanted to be comfortable. I didn't want to hold anybody back. I didn't get anything in Chanel, but we went into Dior again, and I ended up getting the t-shirt that I wanted. So this is just the classic Dior t-shirt. I remember just now watching an In the Fro video where she's cleaning out her closet and she's tired of hers. She's giving it away. So, I mean, this has been around a long time, but you know how I am. I like to buy, like for Louis Vuitton, my first bag was a Speedy. I like those classic pieces. I love the Fendi baguette. I like those classic pieces from the different lines. So I got this. And then I also got this little beauty. I actually saw this when I was getting my bag when I was with Marnie. It's a man's blazer, but the one they had was way too big. And you know, for me, it had to be really big. So he told me if I wanted to order it, he could get it from another store and have it delivered to the hotel. Well, I didn't know I was going to be going back there. So when I went back there, he didn't have it at first. And then when we were over in Valentino, he had it. So I ended up getting this blazer, which I love. And let me try it on for you. Like my Gucci blazer is a men's blazer, sport coat. But here it is, just a good oversized. And see, it's kind of like that, I hate to say hard fabric, but it's a sport coat. It's not just your average soft blazer, and I love that because it gives more structure. I love the classic Gucci print, all of them. I just love that. So I ended up getting this that day. Then when we were in Valentino, you know, I've been getting into my belts lately. Lisa J was getting one of these. I don't know if she got the wide one like this or if she got a thinner one, and I think she got more of the tan luggage kind of color, but it's the Valentino belt and it's reversible. So now I have it in black and this nude color. It comes with these two little things that you switch. So you have to make sure that you keep up with these, which I will. And then, you know, this belt buckle, kind of like the Hermes belt, it comes off so you can get different bands to go with it. But I just love it. And then remember, I was waiting on the Valentino shoes. Well, in my mind, I was going to send those back. So I ended up looking at the Valentino shoes. We were all trying them on, and I ended up getting these nude ones. I have never had the Roman stud. I've had the rock studs, but I've never had the Roman stud. They're different enough, and I cannot give them up. So these ended up coming late. So you can see they're basically a lot alike, but that is the nude and this is that metallic skin. These are really pretty on too. The bronze color is gorgeous too, if you don't want the nude, but I have always loved this Valentino nude color. That night was the awards ceremony, and Marnie and Lisa J were up for an award, and I wore a dress I had ordered from Revolve. I had taken several different little slip dresses from Zara and stuff there, but I decided on this one, just my classic black, and I wore my little Alaya heart bag and my Inez shoes. They just never do me wrong. I'm telling you, you will love those shoes. I had been borrowing Marnie's straight iron the whole time. I ended up buying one. I'll link it below. And then before we went out that night, like every time we had somewhere to go, I, have a room by myself and I don't need a lot of time to like redo my makeup or anything. I usually brush my teeth, redo my lips. I might put a little bit more makeup on and I'm ready to go. So every time what I'll do is I'll go on downstairs and sit in the lobby and just talk to different people, observe, just enjoy the moment. I just love it so much. And this lady was walking by me and she just started talking to me. And she said, "Is this your spot?" And I said, "Yeah." And we just start talking back and forth. Well, come to find out, she is actually working in the Lucchese store. And we start talking about my Lucchese boots, and I was telling her I never could wear them because I could not drive in them. They're just so slick that you can't wear them. So she ends up getting me in the store and I talk to her and everything, and I end up seeing this. You guys, I know you're gonna die. Ta-da! This is the best blazer that I got. It is a Lucchese, let's see what it's called, yoke fringe jacket. To me, this is where Model Off Duty, Kate Moss, and Yellowstone, what's her name on Yellowstone? Rip, Beth, all of it blended together. It fits like a glove. Here, let me back up and do the whole turn. I just love it. Love it, love it. I sent my mom a picture of it as soon as I tried it on. Get this off of it. That must have been the wrapping, because they did wrap it. Because we were getting ready to go out that night, I couldn't carry this around. I didn't have time. The shuttle buses were there. I didn't have time to take it up to my room. So they ended up having it delivered to my room for me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just love everything about this. Even the way it smells. So here are me pictures. I'm trying it on. I mean, I could have worn it with that dress. So here's me and Marnie. She looked so beautiful. She had worn a beautiful red dress. Then we go down the beige carpet. Here's the girls. And then everyone was there. Beth DeJolly, Kay, Dress for My Day, all the girls. Now we're going into the award ceremony. I sat with Kay. There's Lux's mommy. There's us outside. We went back to the hotel, got in our pajamas. You can see here's Marnie and I downstairs picking up Whataburger, and we just hung out in the room and had the best night. And then the next morning I went downstairs to get breakfast and, you know, get ready. My flight was leaving at 1, so I knew I needed to be there like at 11 something, and Christina and Kelly met me for breakfast. Boy, their breakfast was good. And so I had to leave a lot of stuff in the room as far as like the packaging and stuff. And then for my flight home, I wore my Nikes. I wore my new All Saints. There's the gray frame t-shirt that I bought, my Fendi glasses that I took there, and the Zara jacket. And I'll link my luggage to you because I love that luggage. I will never say that I don't see the difference, because I do see the difference. And then I came home. Back to you guys. So I hope this was fun. I do these videos for you, my girls, my friends that have been here with me the whole time. I want you to experience everything with me, and I want to share everything with you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.